piece of shit game. Because I got into Phasmophobia, right? And also, to be clear, I didn't realize that the game was as hyped up as it was when I first got into it, right? Like, I genuinely was not aware that it was as popular as it was until I think I saw Critical play it once. But this was after I got into it. Like, this is after people convinced me to buy the game, and I can't even remember who convinced me to buy it. I think
it was
I think it was Shadow and Beta, yeah, who were fucking harassing me nonstop to play the game and buy it. So, I'm just gonna fucking... So, first of all, this game, when it first released, it was in a shitty state. Like, objectively, it was in a shitty state already, right? I joined their Discord because I was curious to see how the Discord or whatever was run. Oops, moved the wrong thing. How the Discord or whatever was run. And their Discord, for starters, is a piece of shit. Okay, I joined their Discord. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I posted some of my ghost hunting shit, like my real life ghost hunting shit, in the Discord. To like show, like, yeah, no, this is what this is called. Although I don't know why. The one thing I've always taken umbrage with is why the community always calls the fucking EMF meter an EMF meter instead of just the K2. It's so much easier just to say the K2 when everybody I've ever gone ghost hunting with calls it a K2. It's called a K2 meter. It's an EMF reader, but it's just called a K2. So everybody I've always gone ghost hunting with always refers to it as the K2. It's just easier. It's just easier on the tongue.
Me nodding in real life, acting like I understand.
So basically, in real life, when you go ghost hunting, you have all these different little tools. You have the spirit box in the game is based off of a real spirit box called the PSP-7. Which is a real, I believe you can even find it on Amazon. Let me check. I'm very curious. I'm sure I can find this.
You have a spirit box. You must be such a huge Phasmophobia. I'm gonna kill myself now.
Oh, God.
Phasmophobia invented the spirit box, guys.
Yes, but of course.
So, really quickly. So I'm gonna really quickly look at the PSP-7... spirit box. Yeah, there it is right there. $89.99. So yeah, no, I mean this is the spirit box. I'm gonna send this picture of it so you guys can see what it is. These are all real things. And that's why the game was so interesting to me, is because it's based off of real ghost hunting gear. Like, this is what people actually will go ghost hunting with. It's like there's the spirit box. All it is a radio, by the way, that goes through like hundreds of frequencies at once. Basically, that's what it does. Not at once, but it cycles through them and pulls out words. That the idea is spirits can modify those words or whatever. That's a whole thing. Okay, I'm not gonna go into the fucking tech aspect of ghost hunting when we're talking about this. But I have mine. I literally just pulled it out. I have a ghost hunting bag, as cringy as that is, right here beside me, and I just pulled it out right now. When you turn this thing on. Does this one have... Is it charged? It might not be.
You open the bag, you trap the ghosts in it.
Okay. Mine's currently not charged, so I can't turn it on.
He ain't afraid of no ghosts.
But the spirit box, it just goes... So, for starters, the sound in the game for the box is already wrong. Because you can literally buy one of these, and it goes...
Okay, you keep going. I just heard my cat scream.
Okay. It literally has a very distinct sound as a fucking radio, as a radio that's going through these various things. I have to fucking find... It takes AAAs.
Flip, I'm not against hating fucking Phasmophobia, but can I just say how much of a little bitch you sound like? The sound is...
No, okay, you shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, because... No! Here's my issue with this, Spy. It's such a fucking easy fix. Buy a spirit box online. Record the audio from it. I could do it right now. Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. Well, I'm walking away from my computer. Give me 2 seconds. I'll fucking record the sound from it right now. Fuck you. Shut your whore mouth. I'll be right... Do you hear that? You hear that, right?
Yes, we heard it.
Okay, good. There we go. That is the sound of a fucking spirit box. That's what it sounds like.
I personally didn't hear it. Could you play it again?
Sure.
Please don't.
Here. That's a forward sweep.
Why?
Okay?
Shut up.
But this is how easy it is to actually get the sounds for this, right? I haven't used this thing in close to 6 months, and I figured out how to make it work, right? Okay? If you bought one of these fresh, it'd be working right out of the box.
Okay.
So there's my fucking point as to how easy that is to fucking fix. It's not hard. It doesn't even take that much fucking software. The Spirit Box comes with the fucking microphone for it. Look at this. Click on the zombie. You see that zombie collection on the Discord on the fucking screenshot on like the list? Those are the ghosts. He uses the zombie collection to make up the ghosts. Literally, you know the one ghost with the fucking scythe thrower, the sickle?
No, Koshi's never watched.
I'm talking to you, Spy, dumbass.
Wow, okay, I'm just not included now?
Well,
is that what this is?
Because, well, you haven't played the game. I'm asking Spy because he's actually physically seen these models.
I played it for like 20 minutes.
It does, yeah.
What she did?
Yeah,
She
you know
called
what? You're
me
not
gay.
wrong.
I did not call you gay. I called you homosexual.
Why, thank you.
Okay. I don't know why that needs a specification. But no, like, all these models are on the Unity for... And just to be clear, they're $50 to buy all these models. And they're already pre-animated. They have 20 animations already. Like, in them. Meaning you don't even have to animate them. They're pre-animated for you.
Flip.
But I didn't think he
But
even
Flip.
used any of them.
He did! What do you...
But Flip.
What?
They're in his vision.
Yeah, so that was the whole point I'm making, is like, if you're making a game in your vision or whatever, you don't buy pre-used assets.
Maybe his vision was the pre-used assets.
Flip, do not question his wisdom, for he is obviously holier than thou.
Well, and that's another issue as well, right? Because I joined the Discord because I wanted to, like, see what the community was like, whatever. And criticizing the game even a little bit. The excuse is, well, he's a solo dev. Oh, but he's trying his best, guy. No, fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? He has one other guy who voice acts for him. He is making tons of bank off this game that still has, even to this day, 15,000 people playing it right now. Okay?
How much is it? Right? How much is it?
It's a $13 game.
Hold on. So even right there, if you just count $13 times 15,000 people, that's almost 200 grand right there.
Yeah.
You're telling me take out like taxes and whatever Steam may take, he's probably getting at least 100 grand right there.
Yeah.
Not counting the people that are not playing right now.
And that's
You're telling me with
lowballing
that
it.
100 grand, that's what I'm saying. I'm lowballing right now. Even with 100 grand, you cannot make your game even slightly better.
Nope.
Even just slightly.
Well, and I want to point out, here's like the camera thing, for example. It's a $5 Unity asset. All the houses in the game are literally Unity maps that are $60 to $70. The high school is an $85 Unity map. Like, so the most he really has to do as a dev is program the AI, program the interaction and shit, which, yes, I understand that is technically somewhat difficult. Not that difficult. You can look up Unity tutorials on how to literally
This is fucking bare bones game, though.
Yeah, it is very bare
Right.
bones, yeah.
Which is why, again, I never understood the traction it got. I never got that. I never understood why it got so popular. I never understood why so many people were fucking jacking the game off. From the very beginning, I saw it as a lazy cash grab.
Well, and
I was right.
Well, and the horrible part about it as well is, you have people that genuinely flat out defend this. They constantly talk about, oh, it's his vision, guys. He's doing his best. No. If you're going for your vision, you actually hire talent, right? You hire people who can make what you're envisioning. I'm for this recording, you Vivi and Spy, you guys have already seen this shit, but I'll post some shit on the screen right now where it's like I've literally personally hired people to make things that I've envisioned, and they've turned out perfect. A great example is my VTube model. I only gave them a description. I gave them a description and some shitty mock-ups, and they made my VTube model from scratch. A person I didn't even know.
Yeah, but Flip, in that process, you handed money to them. And
I know.
In that process, you even try to communicate what you're actually thinking, which how
Right.
fucking
I know.
Why would you do that? Why would you fucking... That's stupid.
Well, and that's the thing. So I will acknowledge there is a problem on a lot of websites like Fiverr and shit. Because as people know, I use Fiverr quite a bit. It's how I made like this background. And again, literally the screen that the recording is looking at right now is proof as to how easy it is to have your vision explained to somebody and have them draw it out for you. I literally told this person who made this room, I want a room with a weird alien background in the background. I want to have red grass and big glowing crystals and jellyfish floating in the sky. I want a little scorpion plushie here. I want like a weapon leaning against the table or whatever, or the couch. They made it! They made it in like fucking 7 days! And it looks good!
Made it. You know what, Flip, though? They could have made it in Unity.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's
You
not
could
part
have
of
made it in
your
Unity.
vision.
Well, and that's the thing is, yeah, it's obviously not my vision, despite me literally outright, you know, telling this person, explaining every step of the way, this is what I need.
If you didn't make it in Unity, it's not your vision. I don't think so.
One of the things, he's not even making it, that's the worst part, he's just buying pre-made assets! Other people made these!
You know, it took a lot of work for him to make those new ghost models. I think
it took a lot of work for him. It took a lot of work for him to search for them and find them and pull his credit card out and buy them.
So that's the one thing I don't know. I don't know where he got the new ghost model from. That's one thing I will say. I don't know if he hired somebody for that. I doubt it.
Oh, no, I doubt. If he did, wow, good job. You know how to give your money.
But again, that's one ghost map model. There's.
Hey, that goes. It was real hard for him to give up that tiny amount of money. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, like, look. I don't even know how to model, and I bet you, with a couple hours of YouTube tutorials, I could make a better model than some of the models in this game. I literally made a donut that looks photorealistic.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on now. Hold on.
What?
This game has sold 2 million copies. Billion.
Has it actually?
That's 26 million.
There are so many other games that deserve those sales. Much more.
Just googling it very quickly. It sold 2 million copies supposedly.
Oh.
So, yeah. So to say that this creator, I don't know if it's infuriating or something to look up to. That he bought these fucking assets for shitty amounts of money, and he made millions back.
You could be shit and still make money, everyone. Welcome.
Like,
duh.
It's amazing how much of a cheapskate you can be. It's honestly like an honor to meet you, Soul.
If you're a smart, if you're smart with your money, which is what I almost want to call this guy, is smart with his money, you can make incredible profit for very lazy work.
So here's the thing as well, right? Like, as much as I fucking hate this dev and like his entire design philosophy around the game, he's a fucking brilliant businessman. Like, objectively, he's fucking brilliant in terms of like.
We're sold.
Oh god, yeah. Sorry, my bad. So 800,000 times. I missed a step.
No. Just do it's 2 million. So just do that times 13. You get 26 million. So use 26 million. And take the shit out of that.
Yeah, I'm retarded. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. 26 million.
Imagine me mathing better.
I'm so tired.
Phasmophobia dev is a brilliant businessman. Flip, meanwhile, is not.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. So 26. So 40% of 26 million, right? 40% of 26 million. Also, my way would have worked as well. It's just a longer process of doing it. Jesus Christ, that's so many zeros. I can't even. That hurts my eyes to look at. 104,000,000. That's 40% of 26 million. That hurts my eyes to look at.
That's only 10 million.
And that's again, I'm lowballing it, to be clear. Like, again, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. If he's only making 40% of his money,
he's still got millions in the bank.
He's a millionaire now. Yeah. Now, and that's also so. And then we can I'll even be generous to take out $1 million out for development costs, which is not how much this game has cost to make. Let's pretend he took $1 million to develop the game, though. Still $9 million from this piece of shit. You could easily hire. You could get fucking animators and shit on Fiverr for like $120 who will make you a good, high quality model that you could put in your game with animations and everything. I'm looking on Fiverr right now because I wanted to see how easy it is to get one of these people to work for you. So we'll do that right now. Fiverr. Let's look up 3D.
You actually love the ranks.
3D model. So for a basic 3D model, like just an object, There are items starting as low as $10. I will do 3D models for 3D printing, high detailed sculptures. So that's 3D printing. Let's do 3D animated model because that's gonna be a bit more expensive. $50, 120. Do character design, 3D animation, 3D modeling, and all that shit. This is a guy doing the entire package for $300 for an entire character model that's animated and has everything. And you are a multi-millionaire. You guys know how many thousands of dollars are in $1 million, guys? You know how many models he could afford just on Fiverr alone?
But, you know...
That are better quality by... No, hold on. And the other thing is, some of these models, I won't say all of them are, because some of these models are shit tier quality. But some of them look good. There's literally a Ghost Hunter Paranormal kit. Holy shit! All of the ghost hunting items are literally just in one $30 kit. I wish I was joking. Look at this.
Flip, it's not in his vision. You shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
He is holier than thou.
Literally the entire fucking... Almost every ghost hunting item you can literally just... What the fuck? It's just not... They're not difficult things to model. They're not. I don't... Look, the whole point... If you want to actually, like, talk about what could be done better in the game, I bet you he could hire modelers who could make higher quality models very, very easily. That's my entire point. I thought you were
just about to say effort.
Well, I mean, yeah, effort would be good, too. Well, that's the other thing, is, like, how long did it even take them to make the ghosts, like, remotely threatening? I mean, the game was a joke before the more recent updates. And even nowadays, like, the ghosts don't really chase very far. So once you're out of the room, you're usually pretty safe. On, like, the larger maps, at least. It'd be a lot scarier if the ghosts actually wandered a little bit more. But they don't. They don't. I don't know. There's just a lot of things about the game that rub me the wrong way. It seems all very, very cheaply done. And, like, I get that, like, yeah, business-wise it's smart. But consumer-wise, I think that's fucking dumb. I don't think that... I think that we should be supporting devs that are actually willing to go the extra mile. And, like... Because for me, if I was working on, like, an indie game like this, and all of a sudden I was getting thousands and thousands of sales... And in his case, literally millions of sales... My first thought would be, okay, how can I hire people to make my vision better? Like, how can I hire people
that would involve taking the money that you earned, and giving it away.
Yeah, but that's also, so here's the other thing, he released in early access, and that's part of early access is doing that.
Spy just DM'd me and said he ranted my headphones into suicide.
Good for you, Spy, good for you.
I don't think he can hear.
Good. Bitch. To devalue my points, you little shit.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, they open. Okay. No, so it's just... I don't know. And then the other issue I have is the community. Because the community is such fucking bullshit with how they constantly jerk this game off. And refuse to look at how fucking, like, objectively flawed it is. Like... The game has so many fucking issues. It really does. It's not well made. The ghost AI feels like it's held together by duct tape. And for looking so shitty, it really does have serious optimization issues. So it's just there's a lot of issues with it. And I wish people were willing to be more critical of it. But like, the Discord, for example, is a fucking hug box. You can't say anything negative about the game, or talk about the game in a negative light, without getting banned on that Discord. Or having people, like, fucking attack you or lambast you.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Like, the other thing on that Discord was, like, literally somebody just said, I think, they were talking, like, the ghost, that Discord or whatever, you're not allowed to talk about ghost behaviors on it. They won't talk, you're literally not allowed to talk about what ghosts do what or whatever. Because it takes away from the immersion and the surprise of players coming in.
That's just wild.
And they had...
What's the point of having a Discord,
when
then?
I was in that Discord, they had a chat literally called Game Mechanics. And they wouldn't let you talk about game mechanics in that chat. They were only allowed to ask about things like how like, the crucifixes work, because people were confused as to how they worked. Because they thought you'd throw it at the ghost while it was chasing them, which isn't how it works. You just put them down.
I can't wait for this game to die off. I can't wait.
But, like, they literally... The Discord's fucking game mechanics chat is the most useless piece of shit ever. Because instead of being able to talk about, like, oh yeah, the ghosts react to this, and this, they do this, you know, this is how you can make the ghost angry, here's a list of trigger words. You weren't allowed to talk about any of that. You would get banned for it.
That's funny.
Which is fucking retarded.
Let me know when you're done recording, because I have I found something out earlier today and I need to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm like very excited about this. I shouldn't be.
But yeah, no, I guess we'll just stop.
But yeah, no,
here.
that's fucking wild. Okay.
But yeah,
we could have kept going, but like.
No, you guys keep changing the subject as I'm talking about this.
What the fuck do you mean we keep changing the subject? We're talking about.
I just don't understand what Discord has a game mechanics chat and then doesn't let you talk about.
You can only talk about specific game mechanics, not these ones, not those ones over there. Those are banned. I mean, you can talk about...
Well, that's the thing, is they used to, like, in the Discord... So, the ghosts didn't react to voice lines for the longest time in that Discord. Like, they did... Like, or in the game. Because the whole thing about the game was, oh, it's super scary, the ghosts will react to your voices, etc., etc., etc. That's what it was advertised like all the time. The ghosts didn't do that. They didn't. They haven't. They didn't up until about 3 months ago.
That's
a new update.
Wild.
So in the Discord, saying, yeah, the ghosts actually don't react to like voice mechanics or whatever, they would get mad at you for saying that. For saying the ghosts don't actually react to sound yet.
So they got mad at you for calling out the false advertisement?
It's not really, I wouldn't really say it was false advertisement, because I'm not sure. I think he said that on the actual store page that it was going to be added at a later date or whatever. But like, in the Discord and shit, the moderators and stuff made it sound like, oh yeah, the ghosts are gonna find you if you talk, and you're gonna have to find out for yourself what the ghosts react and don't react to. Even though, again, there's a game mechanics chat for... Well, and that's the thing, is they didn't react to shit. They used to just chase you via line of sight. As soon as you went into a locker, they would instantly lose you most of the time. They changed it, so now the ghosts will actually... That's the thing, they have been making improvements on it, but it's been very fucking slow. The game's been out for, what, over a year at this point?
Right.
Or at almost a year? Did it come out last year the game came out? I can't remember now.
Sometime last year, I think.
I think it came out in October.
Yeah, because it came out around Halloween and everyone was losing their mind over a spooky Halloween game.
I think it came out like a month before October. Well, no, I think it came out like September, if I recall correctly. I don't know for sure.
It came out sometime near Halloween, but before it.
I don't understand why the game and the dev get away with so much shit. When this is, you could literally do 2 seconds of research. And like I said, I found the Unity list for this instantly. I mean, I literally found a list people made of all the fucking game's Unity assets almost immediately with a single Google search. Because somebody on the Steam forum said, yeah, I think it's a Unity asset flip. And I was like, really? And then I Googled it. Yep, there it is. There's all the fucking assets. It's right there. I have no idea how game devs are able to get away with this shit. Is the bar just that low?
Because, I guess so. I mean, especially when you have people that put a lazily, shittily made game up on a pedestal.
How is it a game like... Sorry, I'm getting angry. How is it a game like fucking Biomutant gets lambasted by reviewers? Like, day one.
Because here's the thing. You have Biomutant that, from the beginning, was shown to be, like, a very good-looking game. And then you have Phasmophobia. You didn't have much to expect to begin with.
Yeah, the expectations are already low.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the expectations were already low for that game, and because it was spooky Halloween game, ooh, scary ghost, oh no! You know.
You want to hear something pathetic?
It got put up on a pedestal.
Phasmophobia still has a 96% positive user review.
Which is wild, considering the laziness with the game.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the very few people that actually have it as a, I think I actually gave it a negative review because I thought the dev was fucking retarded.
That's why I'm saying, like, you get these shitty made games that look like shit, that play like shit, that just aren't that good, that are repetitive content over and over and over again, the same thing over. That's also why I could never get into it, because it's the same thing over and over
Well, okay,
and
here's
over
the
and
other
over
issue
and
as
over
well.
again.
There's no differentiating between the ghosts or whatever. Like, it's really fucking hard to actually see, like, what ghost is what. And that's partly because the whole game is, you know, trying to figure out the ghost type or whatever. Like, that's partly why. But you have a great idea here. A game about, you know, professional ghost hunters that go in and basically, you know, try to interact with the ghost and get certain pieces of evidence to prove that a ghost is there, right? Why not expand on that instead of having it be a puzzle game about what type of ghost it is? Make it so that you can figure out the ghost type relatively easy by, you know, its behavior and whatnot. But you have to get it to do certain things to prove to, like, the Vatican or something that, hey, we need some help at this house. It's really going to shit. Like, make it so that the ghost is actually genuinely all the time dangerous. Have you seen the Conjuring movies?
Oh my
No, I
god,
can't.
we
I
still
can't.
learn about this.
No,
I literally had
Spy, shut the fuck up. Okay, we are still talking about this. Calm your tits.
I'm actually invested now, Spy. Shut up. No, I can't watch those movies. They're too scary for me.
So-
Those movies are too scary for me, and The Exorcist.
So
is too
the
scary
whole
for me.
thing in the Conjuring movies is that, like, these people already believe ghosts exist or whatever, but they go into these houses and they have to get proof to prove to the church that the church has to come in and actually, like, do an exorcism or whatever. Why not, instead of being like, ooh, what type of ghost is it? We ghost hunt the... Instead of that shit, make it so that, okay, it's obvious there is some sort of ghost here, but to prove this isn't a hoax, or to prove that this isn't just, like, you know, power failure or something else in the house, we need to get the ghost to do specific things so we can take a report back to whatever organization we work for and be like, hey, this house needs a fucking cleansing, or hey, this house needs some fucking help, right? Have it be so, instead of a puzzle game of just trying to figure out what type of ghost it is, have it be, okay, we figure out what the ghost is, and from there, we have to get it to do certain things to actually prove to the people above us that, hey, this house is in desperate need of some sort of cleansing or whatever. That way, you could... Well, that way, here's why I say this. That way, you can make the ghost actually have unique traits depending on what ghost it is. Because the issue with Phasmophobia is it's a puzzle game about figuring out what type of ghost it is. So if the certain ghosts have specific traits that are very obvious, what ends up happening is you could just guess the ghost is based on those traits. You don't have to do anything else.
There's also the fact that half the time it's hard to even see the traits in action. Or
Exactly. That's my point.
evidence just doesn't fucking work, so you're just fucked.
Yeah.
And it also comes. It also just. I'm sorry, but it's a fucking stupid ass concept overall.
What do you mean it's a
Like,
stupid... Okay,
No, let me explain why I think
Go
it's
on,
a stupid
sorry.
concept. This is why I think the game itself is a stupid concept. Because at the end of the day, you go in, you find Ghost, you find out what Ghost it is, and then you just go home, I guess.
Right, well,
Like,
that's...
it's like a ghost hunter going out, doing his job, and then going home to his wife and being like, yeah, I went to Jeremy's house down the street, we found a fucking ancient witch spirit in his garden. And we waved it, we said hi, we had a seance, and we
held hands a little bit.
That's why it's stupid.
Yeah.
That's why it's stupid to me.
Well, so here's the thing, though. That is what a lot of ghost hunting in real life is.
I know, but again, I don't get the concept. Like, if you're gonna make it into a game, give me something more than going to fucking Jimmy's house, finding the ancient spirit of fucking Craig,
and diddling his bumhole a little bit. Yeah, like I don't fucking understand it. I don't get it. No, I agree. Well, that's why I was saying though, Vivi. So let's take the whole thing a step further, right? Fucking do something with it. Obviously, in this world, ghosts are known to exist. Obviously, in this game's in-game universe or whatever, ghosts exists, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting called in to investigate what type of ghost it is with a checklist saying this is how each ghost acts, right? Obviously, in this universe, ghosts exist. So take it a step further. What is your job as the person investigating the house? Who are you working under? Why are you investigating this? Take it the step further. Like I said, look, I was mentioning, say that you're getting a report together for the church, or some sort of, exorcist or something. Say that you're getting a report together for them to actually come in and deal with it. Make it interesting.
That's also why I just couldn't get behind it. Because, like, you're just plopped down in, like, a fucking bunker, and then you go to the fucking middle school down the street, and you find the ghost, and then you just go back to your bunker, I guess. Like, there's nothing There's
Well,
nothing that interests me.
Even
Like, what the fuck
so,
is the point? Give me a story. Give me something.
here's the thing, and I a little bit disagree with you saying it's a completely stupid concept or not a good concept, because this concept can be done well. The issue is it can't be a fucking puzzle game just figuring out what the ghost is.
Yes, and I agree. I agree with that statement. But again, if you're gonna take ghost hunting, which I already think is kind of stupid, in my opinion, I think it's dumb. Half of that is because I don't want to be haunted. But if you want to take that and make it into a game, you gotta take it further than the original concept. If you want to make it into a game, you gotta make it fun. You gotta make it interesting for everybody.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is ghost hunting in real life is actually incredibly boring sometimes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I've done it a lot personally, and sometimes you don't get shit. You don't. You're standing out in the cold for an hour, you know, trying to talk to this thing, and nothing happens. That happens a lot of the time. So that's what I'm saying, though, is, you know, this game has the potential to do something cool. Like, again, The Conjuring has this thing where basically Ed and Lorraine Warren, which are the two main characters, they go to these houses, and their goal is to figure out... So, like, let's say a family reports strange noises up in the attic, right? They do an investigation on the entire house, and they're like, oh, it's because it's actually not a ghost. You have old faulty piping here, pipes that are making weird sounds. They're
just
expanding.
A really fat rat in the attic.
Well, no, it's usually something to do with the structure, the structural integrity of the house. You know, it's usually like the floorboards are creaking because of the cool air expanding and contracting them, or whatever. And Edmund and Warren, what they do is they go in and they investigate these houses to prove to see if they're actually haunted or if there's a different, you know, cause. So why not take that concept, you know, check things around the house, be like, okay, well, what is this? Or even, let's even scrap the actual boring part of checking the house. Let's say, for sure, your organization, however, thinks it's haunted, for sure. And you have to collect certain evidence to get some other higher-ups, basically, to come down and deal with it. Have them do that. Physically go get that evidence. You know, make it so that you have to anger the ghost to prove that it's there to your higher-ups, you know? Make it so you have to interact. Make it so that the way you can prove it's different types of, you know, a different type of ghost than another type is that it does have unique interactions versus just it might throw things more. You know, make it unique. Change it around. Make the different ghosts actually have genuine unique weaknesses and strengths.
Just do something.
Yes, just do something besides barely noticeable variable changes. Just do something. Because the fact of the matter is, in Phasmophobia, you can't, it's almost impossible to know what the ghost is by behavior alone. And what that means is every single round becomes samey. Very, very quickly. Every single round feels the exact same because whether you're going up against a djinn or a fucking hentai monster, I couldn't remember, yokai, there we go. Whether you're going up against either one of those, it feels the same. It feels the exact same. You're just looking for different pieces of evidence.
Familiar faces.
Okay, Spike, shut the fuck up.
Good input.
The entire point I'm making is, like, there is a good platform and a good concept here to do something unique. A ghost hunting game could be fucking cool if it wasn't as so fucking slow-paced, for starters, and the ghosts didn't all feel exactly the same. You can't tell me what it feels like. You can't tell me the difference between a demon or, well, I guess demon's kind of noticeable sometimes, but, like, let's say you're going, like, against a fucking Yurei and, like, a Shade. You can't really tell me the difference between the two, because most of the time the round's gonna play out exactly the same. And whether or not the ghost is shy is completely random, it feels like. Like, the whole game is like, oh, Shades are super shy. But then we've had Shades that hunt, like, 40 fucking times in the same round. That's like, that's not exactly shy for a ghost, dude. That they tried to diddle my bunghole like 40 times. I ain't a fan of it, okay? Flip did not give consent. And it's there is a platform here to have an interesting game and an interesting set of ideas. But the developer, because of his quote-unquote vision, is, one, here's the other thing. When you use Unity assets, you're stuck working around what Unity assets you have. You can't make your own assets to fit the theme or to fit what you're trying to do. For example, people are saying, oh, it'd be cool if you could actually have upgrades in your truck. Like your ghost hunting truck. It'd be cool if you could add upgrades to that. Here's the thing. There's no fucking room in that thing. You can't. He would have to buy another Unity model. Instead of just, you know, modeling his own that had enough space for upgrades. But he can't do that. He won't do that. He won't do that. Why? Why? You have a great concept here. You have people supporting you for it. You got a stan fan base almost as ravenous as dreams. Fucking do something cool with it. Don't make a Unity asset flip. Ugh, it's just fucking frustrating.
Unless he spoke Unity asset flip.
I don't even care that it's necessarily Unity asset flip. They can be done well. I've seen Unity asset flips that are actually playable games. But to say that it's your vision to use Unity assets... Do you know why people use Unity assets? Because they can't afford people to actually make their vision realized. That's usually why they fucking buy these Unity assets. As soon as they're able to afford the money to hire actual animators and actual modelers, do you know what they do? Do you know what they do? Phasmophobia Dev? Do you know what they fucking do? They hire them. I know! It's fucking shocking! It's such a fucking shocking realization! I know! Oh my god! The money that is put into a product, paying for a product by the consumer, you're putting it back into making the product better? Holy shit! Who would have fucking thought? It's almost as like games have been doing that for fucking years!
Hey, don't insult the business, mate.
Yeah, don't insult the millionaire.
Clearly you're just mad because he's good.
I'm mad because he's shit. That's why I'm mad. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. If he was making all that money, right, and the game was, like, really good, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. Okay? I genuinely wouldn't. But the game is such... It's so samey. It's so fucking the only reason why the game is fucking enjoyable is because you can play it with other players, and listening to them scream as they're getting strangled is fucking hilarious. That is what sells your game, not your shitty-ass gameplay loop. Suck my dick.